Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We will read one shloka from chapter number 17, shloka number 4. You can repeat after me. Yajante sāttvikā devān. Yajante sāttvikā devān. yakṣa-rakṣāṁsi rājasāḥ. Pretān bhūta-gaṇāṁś yajante tāmasā janāḥ. Translation. Lord Krishna is saying to Arjuna, man in the mode of goodness worship demigods. Those in the mode of passion worship demons. And those in the mode of ignorance worships ghosts and spirits. Right? So here Lord Krishna is defining three types of faith. People have different types of faith. Some people worship Devi Devata like Ganeshji, Durga, Amba, like that. Some people worship demons. And some people worship ghosts and spirits. Like in some places they have a ghost worship ceremonies also, especially in some remote places of the world. This is because their mode is different. Some people who are in sattva guna, some people are in rajo guna, some people are in tamo guna. You understand three gunas, right? So according to the three gunas, they control your behavior. Like currently we are in the temple, so we are under the mode of pure goodness, Shuddha Sattva Guna. Sometimes when we are outside in the movie theater or watching some violent movie or something, then we are in the mode of either Rajo Guna or Tamo Guna, like that. So your surroundings determines what mode are you in. So some people have this tendency to remain always in Rajo Guna or Tamo Guna because they choose the company like that. But the people who are wise and intelligent, they will think, oh, let me choose the company very wisely. And they will choose as Sattva Guna. And then when you are in Sattva Guna, your diet is different. When you are in Rajo Guna, your diet is different. People who are in Sattva Guna, they prefer pure vegetarian food, fruits, vegetables, like that. And then people who are in Tamo Guna, they prefer like a meat or decomposed food. And people who are in Rajo Guna, they prepare like a spicy food like that, oily, spicy food. So similarly, our worship is also depending upon what mode we are in. So Srila Prabhupada will nicely explain here. In this verse, the Supreme Personality of Godhead describes different kinds of worshippers according to their external activities. According to scriptural injunction, only the Supreme Personality of Godhead is to be worshipable. If you follow the Shastra, then only person to be worshipped is somebody who does something more than what you deserve. You see, if you go to a bank and a teller, a cashier gives you money, when you put the debit card, the cashier will give you the money. Why does he give you money? Because that is your money. He is not doing any favor. He is not giving you money from his own pocket. Because you have money, he is giving you money. So, would you worship that cashier giving you money back? No, why? Because he is doing his duty. But somebody comes, maybe your grandfather or uncle or somebody, and he gives you $1 million. This is a check gift to you, Uday. So would you worship him? Of course. Why? Because you did not deserve $1 million, but your grandfather left some money and he said, this is only to be given to Uday. So you will put a big picture of your grandfather in your palace and Subha Sham Aarti karenge. Kyo? Oh, he gave me the money. I did not have anything. My grandfather gave me the money. But you will not worship your boss who is giving you whatever the salary in Walmart. He gives you salary every month, right? Would you put his picture and worship him? No, because you are doing, so he is giving. But somebody who does out of the way, causeless mercy उसको कहते हैं. क्या कहते हैं? अहेतु की अप्रतिहता, causeless mercy. So all the Devi Devtas, they are doing their duty. Like Vayu Devta, Indra Devta, Surya Devta, Chandra Devta. What are they doing? They are doing their duty and they are giving, like Indra Devta will give you rain according to your karmas. Lakshmi Mata will give you whatever the facility, or Durga Mata will give you facility according to your karma. Not more, not less. Whatever is exact account balance. There is a Yamraj, you know Yam Devta? He is the one who takes away the life, body. So Yamraj keeps the account of everybody. Nobody can escape. You see, this is very, their Devi Devta's work is very strict. Like how many people are living on the planet? Billions and billions, right? Including the germs and insect and reptile and all those things. Has there been ever mistake by Yamraj that somebody escaped the death? Somebody escaped the death. Or Yamraj forgot his name to take off from the account. Is there कभी हुआ ऐसा कि somebody did not die? It never happens. Why? They are particular. Is there ever time happened that sun came 10 minutes late? Sunrise. Sunrise never late. Sunset never late. It is exactly on the time. Why? Because these Devi Devta have been given a duty that this time, this is your duty. Krishna will give the duty to Yamraj. Okay, your duty is to take away, measure the life of everybody, and after this time, this person will die. After this time, this. According to your karma, you have given a body. So Yamraj cannot extend your life because that is your karma duty. Your karma is to live for 50 years. You will die after 50 years. That is your duty. But Krishna can extend your life. You understand? Why? Because Krishna is the master of all the Devi Devata. So there is you see, if somebody is punished by police department to be in the jail, so police cannot take him out. Inspector, he cannot take. He can give you a better facility in the jail, but he cannot take you out of the jail. But President of India, if he decides that okay, this person is to be released from jail, the president will sign a letter, release this person from the jail. Then that person has to release them. Right? Similarly, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can give you something which is more than what you deserve. So who is worshipable? One who gives you something more. As I give you example, your grandfather gives you $1 million. You will worship him day night. You will not do anything else, just worship him. Similarly, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Krishna can give us and has given us whatever the bhakti we have, whatever the facilities we have, is because of Krishna's blessing actually. We don't deserve all these things. But Krishna has given us all these things. So That is why Mata Kunti, who is the mother of all the Pandavas, he worships Krishna and she says, "Hey Krishna, hey Govinda, when we were in trouble, Pandavas were in great trouble. They were killed, tried to be killed, poisoned, all those things. But Krishna protected all the time Pandavas. Otherwise, Pandavas did not deserve to be protected. Pandavas could have lost the war like that. Arjuna could have been defeated on the battlefield immediately. Because Bhishma Pitama, Dronacharya, Kripacharya, Ashwatthama, great fighters. But Krishna ahetukiya pratihata. Narayani Sena of Krishna is with Kauravas. Arjuna doesn't have even a good Sena also. But Krishna gave the mercy and Pandavas win the war. Srila Prabhupada, when it comes to America, just 40 rupees, $7 pocket, and establish 100 temples. That is just like giving a check of $1 million. Prabhupada. Krishna gave all the energy to Prabhupada. Ahetukiya pratihata. From nothing to thousands of temples, hundreds of temples, thousands of devotees. So this is only Krishna can do, nobody else can do. That is why if anybody to be worshipped is Krishna. All others are doing their duties. Yes, we pay respect. You see, we pay respect to Ganeshji, we pay respect to Shivji, we pay respect to Indra Devta, Surya Devta, Chandra Devta, Brahmaji. We pay deep respect to them. And we pray to Hanumanji, we pray to Ganeshji, we pray to all the Durga Mata, that you please give us the Shakti, blessing, so that we can do Seva of Lord Krishna very nicely. Whatever work we are doing actually is a Seva. And more we do Seva for Krishna, Krishna will never forget that. Krishna will look after us. Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that if you dedicate little to me, I will take care of it. You don't have to worry about it. So, what is written here in yellow highlight? According to the scriptural injunction, only Supreme Personality of Godhead to be worshipable. But those who are not very conversant with or faithful to the scriptural injunction worship different objects according to their specific situations in the mode of material nature. Those who are in the mode of goodness generally worship devas, demigods. The demigods include Brahmā, Śiva and others such as Indra, Candra, Surya. These are various demigods. We talked about them, right? So some people are very nice people. That is goodness. People who are nice, kind, gentle, humble. They are in the mode of goodness. And they will say, we'll worship Surya Devta. You know, some people, when I go to their home, their altar, altar, ghar pe puja mandir. In the house, they have a mandir, small mandir. So they have so many murtis they have. Shivji, Ganeshji, Sai Baba, so many murtis they have. Like sometimes you get confused now where to pay attention. Just now I went to one devotee's housewarming ceremony last Sunday. I was really confused. I said, so much. Now what do I do now? Because they don't understand how to do the worship. You see, there are injunctions. Like say example, when there is a ceremony, government ceremony. So what happens? The main dais is, say, Prime Minister is coming, and then other ministers are coming, and then some officers are also coming, government officers, and then common public also coming. So what happens? The sitting arrangement, the prominent arrangement is of Prime Minister because he is the main guy. So middle seat, prominent seat, Prime Minister. Then along on the sides, either side will be the other ministers. Then behind him will be like say cabinet secretary or some other. And then the common people will sit on the other side. There is a proper arrangement, right? Similarly, when we have a DT altar at home, there has to be a proper arrangement of DTs. So Radha Krishna or Sitaram Lakshmana Hanumanji right in the middle because they are the prime worshipable deities. Then on either side, so Radha Krishna usually on the top altar, one step up. Then one step down, maybe the Devi Devata, like say Ganeshji or Shivji, or whatever you have deities that can come to one altar. And then one step down is our Guru Dev, Guru Maharaj. So you can have a picture of Guru also. So this is the proper arrangement. But some people they mix everything. They don't know how to worship. So people who are in the mode of goodness, they usually worship Devi Devatas. Those in the goodness worship particular demigod for a particular purpose. This is also very important. Some people who worship, like people worship Lakshmi Mata, like say on the Diwali time they do Lakshmi Puja. You do it? Why we do puja? Because we want money, 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 sweeter than honey, right? So we need more money, more Lakshmi, more Lakshmi, more money. So then some people worship, like say girls in our part, every Monday they will worship Shivji, Somvar Vrat. Why? Because they want good husband. So like that. So then Navratri they do Durga Puja, 9 days Durga Puja. Why? Because they want Shakti, power, like that. So people do different types of worship because they need like Saraswati Puja because they want Vidya. So Hanumanji, yeah, like people have a different ideas. So Friday, every Monday to Sunday, there is something going on every day. Some people have fasting every day. So like that, so they are people in mode of goodness, and they are worshipping for a particular purpose because they need something. That is their purpose. Then here written, similarly, those who are in the mode of passion worship demons. We recall that during the Second World War, a man in Calcutta worshipped Hitler because thanks to that war, he had amassed large amount of wealth by dealing in the black market. You see, this is one example Prabhupada is given here that in the World War time, some people worship their leaders. But nowadays, when I see in South India also, they worship film actors. They have a temple of hero Rajnikant. Have you heard that? So there is a lineup of puja ceremony there. They crack people. In Gujarat, I heard that they have a temple of hero Amitabh Bachchan. People have this cranky mentality. So there are people who are in the mode of passion, and they don't have any knowledge what they are doing. So then they will start worshipping anybody and everybody. Like that. Huh? They.
There are few other actors temples as well.
Ah,
But for particular in Rajnikant, they built temple because he wrote a note that after his death, all his property should go to all the orphanages, not for his family.
I know, but there's no point in building a temple for him.
Yeah.
You want to build a temple, that's a different. Anyway, so now there are some people who worship some Baba. Babas?
Yeah.
They have this magical power. They will take out bhasma, vibhuti, whatever. They have this magical thing. So people will start worshipping them as a Dev, Bhagwan. And then, so this is a mode of passion. And then, similarly, those in the mode of passion and ignorance generally select a powerful man to be God. They think that anyone can be worshipped as God and that the same result will be. So these people have this different mentality. I'm not saying that they are crazy, but it's their mind setup which has gone like that. Then now it is clearly described that those who are in the mode of passion worship and create such gods. And those who are in the mode of ignorance, in darkness, worship dead spirits. Sometimes people worship at the tomb of some dead man. This is also we have seen. Uh, uh, they worship their ancestors who have passed, who are dead. But they think that these are the real ancestors and they will do the puja ceremony of them. Like Bhoot Puja, Ghost Puja. Like here in America and Canada also, they have this festival called Halloween. This is the ceremony where they entertain ghost and like that. That is the another concept. But in Bharatvarsha also, many places in the villages also they have this booth thing, you know. So they will do the bali and cutting the animals and like say Durga Kali Puja, Kali Puja. They will on Amavasya day they will cut so many animals. My God. And there is also Narabali. You know, this is now reduced, but they used to abduct children and cut their heads.
For this Nidhi and stuff.
Yeah, so like there are cranky people on the planet. They will kill human beings. You know, Jad Bharat story, Jad Bharat Katha. Jad Bharat was abducted and to offer the bali of Jad Bharat to Kali Mata. And this is the thing. So there are many people still do it. Actually, we will be shocked to hear about those things, but people are like that who worship ghost also. Prabhupada ji further writes, sexual service is also considered to be in the mode of darkness. Similarly, in the remote villages in India, there are worshippers of ghosts. Uh, we have seen that in India, lower class people sometimes go to the forest, and if they have knowledge that a ghost lives in a tree, they worship that tree and offer sacrifices. This is commonly seen in remote places, not only in India, but many places actually. In African countries also, there are some cultures which, because they are in the mode of ignorance, you know. So, in mode of ignorance to goodness, the journey is through the knowledge, jnana. If you don't give the knowledge, then people will remain ignorant. So they have to be enlightened by proper education. These different kinds of worships are not actually God worships. God worship is for the person who are transcendently situated in pure goodness. See, this is now we are coming to the pure goodness. The pure goodness is above goodness. Ah, so in the goodness, people will worship Devi Devtas. But a person in the pure goodness will think, oh, this Devi Devta also worships somebody else. You know, like Hanumanji worships Ramji, Shivji worships Ramji. So, whom should I worship? The good person in a mode of goodness will think like that, you know. So, then he will think, oh, if Hanumanji is worshipping Ramji, then let me worship Ramji. Through Hanumanji, probably, taking the blessing, Jai Hanuman Gnana Guna Sagar. Hey Hanumanji, you are Gnana Guna Sagar. You bless me that I can worship Ramchandraji, like that. So that is a pure goodness. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 3rd chapter, 23rd shloka, it is said that Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shabditam. When a man is situated in the pure of more of in pure goodness, he worships Vasudeva. The purport is that those who are completely purified of material modes of nature and who are transcendently situated can worship Supreme Personality of Godhead. So those who are done with all the sorts of material desires, you know, those who say, okay, na dhanam na janam na sundarim na kavitam jagadisha kamaye. Mama janmani janmanishware bhavata bhakti rahetu kitve. Hey Krishna, you had given me the family, children, wife, everything in the past life, this life, next life. I don't want to go into this. Now I just want to worship you and come out of this cycle of birth and death. The impersonalists are supposed to be situated in the mode of goodness, and they worship five kinds of demigods. They worship the impersonal Vishnu form in the material world, which is known as philosophized Vishnu. Vishnu is the expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But the impersonalists, because they do not ultimately believe in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, imagine that Vishnu form is just another aspect of impersonal Brahman. Similarly, they imagine that Lord Brahma is the impersonal form in the material mode of passion. Thus, they sometimes describe five kinds of gods that are worshipable, but because they think that actual truth is impersonal Brahman, they dispose of all worshipable objects at the ultimate end. In the conclusion, the different qualities of material modes of nature can be purified through association with the person who are transcendental to the material nature. So this is very important, who are of transcendental nature. So, if you really want to worship, properly worship, then the guidance is required. Otherwise, there is confusion all over, you know. People, they cheat others because they are innocent. Like we have seen many Babas, they cheat others. They take money, they exploit, so many things they do because the people are very naive, and then they take advantage of it. So that is why reading Bhagavad Gita is very important. You see, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is giving clear knowledge that what should be worshipped, what should not be worshipped. And Prabhupada is very nicely explaining it. So we'll pause here because it's 8 o'clock. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande.